So on this wonderful special right triangle problem, we have ourselves a long side of 7 units long. The long side is 7, it's across from the 60-degree angle, and we want to know what is the leg of a 45, 45, 90. So we go from our long leg to your short leg. And the procedure, anytime you go from long to short, is to divide by 3 and times by root 3 if you have a whole number. So that gives us the fabulous fraction 7 roots of 3 divided by 3. There's no math that you have to do. So that can bring us over here to your hypotenuse, which we multiply by 2, and you get 14 roots of 3 over 3. So now the hypotenuse of this 30, 60, 90 is also the hypotenuse of a 45, 45, 90. And the procedure for going from a hypotenuse to a leg is dividing by root 2. So that procedure might be something that you are not familiar with. So if we have 14 roots of 3 divided by 3, and we're dividing by root 2, which is the same thing as multiplying by 1 over root 2, by the way, because a fraction divided by a fraction can be very confusing, so let's multiply instead. That gives us 14 roots of 3 over 3 roots of 2. Okay, which is not something that's very good, by the way, so we're going to have to change this as well. Okay, so we either want to have everything be a radical, so radicals on top, all of these are radicals, or all these are radicals on bottom, or we want this to be a number and this to be a number. So let's do the latter and change the bottom into a number. So if I want to get rid of my radical, we should all know that you need to multiply by the same thing. Okay, this multiplication of root 2 times root 2 means that there's no longer a root there at all. In fact, that's just the number 2. So on the bottom, my denominator, I'm just going to have the number 6, because that's what 3 times 2 is. And on the top, since I have radical times a radical 3 times radical 2 is radical 6. So the last step is to simplify 14 over 6. Those are both divisible by 3. So I get a wonderful long leg of 7 roots of 6 divided by 3. They're divisible by 2. So, and nice, that's 7 times the square root of 6, all divided by 3.